Y'all good with it? Alright, next thing is seatbelts are supposed to be worn low and tight the entire flight. Now document this as much as possible. You want to take pictures, that's cool. We are taking that recording, the inside camera's on right up there. If you want to throw some love right here in Hana Town, we got the 26th of June 2025. We're leaving Hana for Kahului on Maui. You guys ready? Let's do it, here we go.
For you and I.
Alright, we are coming up on Wainapa down to our right. If you take the trail out from the cove there and all the way out here, if you look straight down right now, Jordan, you see that sea state. It's just insane right out here. Now, a lot of that is 30 to 40 foot. Alright, coming all the way around to the left. Get ready on your side, Tiffany.
Oh, lunch break. Ikaka akamako. Ayana ikapipistu. Hemi ama ia. For you and I.
Hey, is everybody's first time to Hawaii? Everything?
First time to Maui.
Alright. So you got two Hawaiian shield volcanoes here. This one known as Haleakala is a Hawaiian shield volcano that is considered to be dormant, erupts every 200 to 500 years. The last volcanic eruption all the way through 35 miles away from us was in the year 1790. That's right down on the shoreline, past McKenna State Park. In fact, if you drive out to La Perouse Bay, you'll drive right over that lava flow. Everything out here 20, 30, 40, 50,000 years ago. I hear that all the time, Jordan. Were you here 50,000 years ago?
In another form.
In another form, right? Resurrected. Perfect. So I gave up on all that because I heard so many numbers for each volcano here. I stopped saying numbers. It's irrelevant to me and this experience. That if you want to know, that way's younger, that way's older. There is a timeline, and it's changed since I've been here, since 2017. Now, as we continue up the slope, Hana Town to our left is the lower end of the Northeast Rift. Eye level, you're looking at 1,600 feet. Shoot, I don't think there's anywhere in Louisiana that's that high, right? Not even that high. You see how high that hill is right there? Right in town? Wait, did Scott take you over there for lunch? Where did you do lunch at? In Hana Bay at the Pavilion? Okay, so the hill right behind you, there's nowhere in lower Louisiana that's that high. Or in Houston for that matter, right?
300 feet.
Yeah, right. Alright, we're approaching 2,000 feet. So the top of the clouds right now is typically the lower clouds that you see, like right over here, Tiffany. Though it goes up to about 8,000 foot here, and then the volcano tops out right at 10,023 feet. Sunrise is phenomenal, sunset is phenomenal, all the way around. The top is unbelievable. Now down below it's like that too, but we have to talk about windward and leeward just because you guys are here. Even if it's the other islands, I've had people that live on this island for 50 years and don't know what I'm talking about right now. So, a process known as orographic lifting. As that warm, moist air over the Pacific rises up here, it cools, condenses, forms those clouds, and then you get the rain. Right at 6,000 feet up there is one of the wettest places on Earth. There was one time they recorded, who recorded? I don't know who recorded it, Jordan. It might have been you in that resurrection, right? But they recorded 2 consecutive years of rain every single day. Right up here at Frisbee Camp at 6,000 feet. Now it's not like that further up. You get subalpine terrain. The tree line is right at 7,000 feet. It's way different. Because it's so quick and so quick down, there's microclimates. Little microclimates. Now we'll talk about that a little bit. But shoreline to our left right now, you have the South Hana Highway that goes over to the 7 sacred pools. They're out in front of us. We're going to cross the valley of Waiho'i here on our right side that goes up to the Kipahulu Valley. Now Kipahulu has been blocked off since before all of us were born. The first people here to the islands realized that there was a lot of things different. And then the next ones that study, keep showing up. The first designated area that was blocked off completely to public, known as the Kipahulu Biological Preserve, is right out here in front of us to the right. But I can't go there. I can show you it from afar, David, okay? First, we're going to stop by a waterfall known as Wai'ihumalu. Actually, the 7 sacred pools are right down there. There's a little bit of sediment flushing out from them. And then get ready on the right now, Chloe. This waterfall is known as Wai'ihumalu.
Do anybody rappel the waterfall, or are you allowed to?
There's specific areas where there's guide services that let you rappel waterfalls, but not just anyone. The rock is very brittle and it erodes away very quickly, so at any moment it can fall. Now usually things are done by helicopter. The Department of Land and Natural Resources works this area extensively along with the National Park Service. They'll go to the areas that we're not allowed to go to. Right behind us at the Kipahulu Valley, before 2023, we were able to go through there with a tour route, but now the air tour management plan that went into effect for more regulations across this great country of ours makes it so that billionaires can fly through there freely, and we cannot. Oh wait, does that tell you how I feel about it? Oh, that's right. That's one of the hard things that we deal with, everyone. I could easily fly Jeff around wherever I wanted to right now in his $30 million helicopter. But for everyone else, not a chance. But you kind of take a sidestep to all of that and you think about what this is. The land is the Aina. There's introduced species, like the African tulip tree there, and then you find species that are nowhere else on Earth than right here. They're endemic, native, and indigenous species. Now, Waiho'i means returning waters. That stream right down below, Jordan, is flowing off the rain that has fallen within the last 12 hours. Same with Seven Falls right there. All of this is blocked off to the public. But thankfully it's state land. It's different when it's state land. I'm slowing up right here, Chloe.
Times when you can't fly here?
Yeah, whenever the clouds are lower than where they're at now. You get cloud to ground contact here pretty consistently in the higher moisture trade winds in the wintertime. The typical rain season is November to May. But that's when the cold fronts come through. So you guys are used to cold fronts or lake effect, right? here before it gets to you, about maybe 14, 15 days. It comes through with a very strong south wind, and then as it crosses, just like it goes through Houston, you get that north wind blowing and that little bit of frost and ice. And then sometimes every once in a while you get a lot, and you're like, oh my God! Here, that north wind that blows, it can bring the cold, it can bring the snow up top. But the south wind is important.